Hello fellow fantasy novel lovers and welcome to a non-spoiler review of Haunting Adeline. It's not a fantasy, which is my usual genre, but it's dark, very dark. Read the trigger warnings, lots of them in here. I loved this because going into it, I realised that I needed to flip my mindset to read this. I didn't see it as a dark fantasy, I saw it as a dark psychological thriller. And I think once I started looking at it that way, it became very interesting, very fascinating. Obviously, you know, there are lots of dark things going on in the book and I'm used to dark things, but this is extreme, so be careful. But what I loved especially is that everything that is inappropriate in real life is acknowledged by the characters, but they find their own twisted ways of justifying it, and I think that it makes it extra interesting to read because there are people out there that, you know, they have these minds that just don't associate what is acceptable and unacceptable the same way most people do, and I think from that perspective it's definitely an interesting book. If that's the kind of thing you like to read, people with different ideas, different minds, especially very twisted ones, because, you know, twisted curiosity, then this is definitely a good book. Also, I think it just delves into like a darker world as well, which is very interesting because I'm not used to reading this kind of genre. So when I did start reading it and I started reading the goings on around there's Addie and Zade and what Zade did in his job, it was very interesting because, you know, that's something that happens in real life, and I think it's important that, you know, these things are acknowledged, both from a reader and curiosity perspective. And of course you could watch a documentary, but I don't really watch documentaries. I want to read a book that, you know, has more depth to it, has the emotional attachment, and makes me want to root for a character in the same way I would read any other book. I have started reading book 2. That's likely gets darker, just to warn anyone, but I definitely recommend this. I gave it 4.5 stars. I would have given it 4 because it was very dark, but there was all the warnings everywhere, so I can't really say, oh, nobody warned me. So I only took half a star off for that, but I do recommend it if you like twisted minds and working out what other people are thinking.